Hey, what's up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're mainly going to be talking about the stream here, so don't pay too much attention to this, what's going on at the moment, but the stream was kind of interesting. Everyone inside the chat had different opinions on it. I say it was a 7 out of 10. A lot of people say it was a 6 out of 10, kind of an average stream, which is perfectly normal, right? We didn't get anything too crazy here. I think the main thing that we saw was a main story update. We got some very small buffs for Rico, so nothing too crazy, which is always a good thing here as well. So if you guys are interested inside the video, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Once again, if you guys can help me hit 20K before April 18th, which is my birthday, as well as the anniversary week for P5X, CN, TW, and KR, it would help me out quite a lot. If you can share it around, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, anything like that. It really would mean the world to me. I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day, as well as uploading every day that I possibly can, providing as much as good content as I possibly can. So all the help would mean the world to me. But with that out of the way here, let's get into the video. So we had a few things going down with the live stream here, and it was for Rico. And as I expected, she's freaking awesome. She's going to be great. The only thing was, I was very scared to see if she was going to get some crazy buffs. Luckily for us, we didn't get any crazy buffs. Now, the one thing I meant to actually pop up was, first of all, thank you guys for all coming out here. Awesome. But the one thing that I meant to pop up here, I forgot to pop up, which was actually going to be the live stream. So I kind of got to open up my history here, and we got to go to the live stream because we have a lot of things to kind of look at here. On the live stream, there wasn't much. They didn't show too much of anything crazy. Skill-wise, she was perfectly the same. Everything like regarding her skills was all the same. And even with the weapon, was pretty much the same. I think the weapon itself got a small buff, which was like 36.3. I know it was a 36.3 beforehand. So they gave it a 0.3% buff. Wasn't anything too crazy there. But for the most part, everything was just normal. They didn't do anything crazy to the character, which was a good thing. I was very scared to see if they were going to make her like insanely buffed up. I was very scared to see if anything crazy was going to change. But the only changes that happened was, of course, that weapon buff here and then this buff here. So we had a couple buffs being the talents, both the Sun-Kissed Blossom being her talent 1 and the Vernal Splendor being the talent 2 ended up getting a buff. Now on the talent itself, during battle, she increases her critical damage and HP based on her SP recovery. And then at a maximum of 450 SP, she increases her critical damage by 84 and her HP by 1,800. Pretty darn cool. Just makes her more tanky. Nothing too crazy. The A0 got buffed for the SP recovery. Instead of it being a 50%, it now went to 60%, which is great for us, meaning less we have to really build into. And then for the actual other talent being Vernal Splendor, this one also got a buff. After gaining 5 Blossom stacks, you increase your attack more by 8% of the portion of Rico's critical multiplier that exceeds 100%, and it increases the critical damage by 5% of the portion of her critical multiplier that exceeds 100%. So pretty cool. Nothing too crazy that was changed on her really, which is a great thing because this character today is still one of the most powerful units for buffing. And it's one of the units that is why I say she is a must summon character, because the only other character that's like her is Summer Marion. And even then you want to have them both for different teams, so you can always have a buffer in each team. So pretty darn cool to see that they didn't have to change too much on her. I'm probably going to have a lot of things, coming out for the character, saying if you should pull for the 5-star weapon, should you skip, which obviously that video, I'm not even going to make it long. I'm just going to have it be a couple seconds and just be like, no, because there is no reason you should be skipping this character. But it's kind of interesting. I think we're perfectly good here. Nothing much just came out in this stream. To be honest, we had some small other things that happened besides, of course, the palace updates, which was a interesting update as well. You guys are going to get the last palace. You're also going to get the last boss fight, which is going to come with the palace. So that will wrap up all of this palace itself. But alongside of this, We also are getting MATOI's Synergy. Now, MATOI Synergy is another character that honestly is coming a little bit earlier. We expected this mainly because they posted it on Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. So it was not a mistake. This character Synergy is coming out very, very soon here. And it's going to be near the middle half of this update, which is going to be a month-long update, by the way. And this will pretty much be unlocking the virtual shop. So this is going to be Tanaka's shopping app that we end up getting, and it allows you to shop online instead of having to walk around. It's going to have a bunch of other things in there as well. Now, they did show a bit of Tanaka's shopping area here, so you guys can see how it is. Pretty much there will now be a shopping icon in here, right here. You're going to click that. It's going to unlock this lovely little area where you can start buying everything with your virtual cash. So nothing too crazy, pretty interesting to see how it really goes here. It does make a lot of things easier, so that's always great. We ended up getting another season of TYCOON, which is also cool. Nothing too crazy as well. We also got some newer things when it does come down to the realm of repression and the new revelation cards, being Futility and Disappointment. Neither one of these things are anything too insane, so you don't have to really look out too much. And I think the rest of everything was mainly quality of life, such as we had an SOS quality of life here. We had, what's it called, some skipping intro type deals for quality of life. Nothing too crazy. I think we had some extra chapter packs, which is pretty cool. But once again, not really needed. So it was pretty interesting. To be honest, I feel like this whole update was kind of expected. If we even look at the roadmap here, which is the update schedule, the main story update we can see goes from early February to mid-February. Version 3.2 itself is all the way to early February to late February, meaning this is a month-long update that will have technically 2 parts. Rico will last all month. The Valentine's event as well as MATOI will happen mid-month to late February. And then we'll get another mini game event in late February, leading us to the next version update. Next version update should most likely be the CNY update for Chinese New Year. And unless they decide to skip it for whatever reason, which may be a reasoning that they don't have CNY Ren here, but I'm gonna cross my fingers and say they're not gonna do something like that. But it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens in 3.3. I think CNY Ren should be dropping in 3.3. And if she doesn't, it's probably going to be someone else during that time. They could very well put like P5R during that time, seeing that it is going to be another big update. But it honestly does depend. Right now, we're just wrapping up the story. So I guess it's pretty, at least decent to see how things are going currently. But other than that, pretty simple, pretty easy, nothing too crazy that I had to go over in today's video here. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help me out quite a lot, you guys. And for everyone who was on the stream, every last one of you guys, y'all are freaking awesome. Okay, me and Void, we love to just joke around a lot, especially when we're both in the call. It's more of a joking time, and we get to have a lot of fun, especially since you guys really do kind of instigated and have fun with us. So thank you guys for being such good sports and actually just chilling out with us. Of course, I'm going to be getting back to streaming later today. So by the time this uploads, you guys are immediately going to be seeing me back on streaming. So be ready for it. But for now, thank y'all for watching. Have a nice day. Stay safe, stay sharp. Peace.